Hey, it's Korinn, 365 Days of Open Heart Living, day number 72. Spiritual support. It is obvious that we can get spiritual support from things in our world, like um, going to church, having somebody say a prayer for you, reading a book that impacts your heart and your soul, that opens you up to a new perspective. There are lots of things, even food, really. Like food can be a spiritual support because if we eat foods that are good for us, then our spiritual light brightens. If we are active, if we are surrounded by good people, if we, you know, try to build our mindset so we have more positive thoughts than negative. Like there's so many things that can be spiritual support in your life in this world. But there's also the unseen world that overlays all of where we live in, where we live at, how we live. It impacts us too. There's spiritual support for us in the unseen world that is atop of and integrated with this world that we can see and be in. And God, for sure, is our biggest spiritual support. Connecting with God is tremendous. But God isn't the only support for us spiritually. As you can see, there's a whole variety in the physical world of things we can do, modifications we can make, resources we can tap into that support us in our spiritual self, in our light, in our soul journey. And there are also those things unseen that God has provided for us, like angels and spirit guides and even spirit animals, energies that are of a spiritual nature. Crystals can be a spiritual support too. Yeah, there's several. One of the things that I learned when I first started getting into work with intuition and energy and healing was that you have to ask for help. The way that things are designed, if we need divine intervention and that's God's decision, boom, it happens. It's there. But if we need intervention and we're not, and it's not divine, it's not mandated, and we need intervention or help for ourselves, then as free will beings, we have to ask for it. We have to open that door and step forward into lighting up as, hey, I need some help. I could use some help here. That's our responsibility. There are so many spiritual helpers and spiritual supports that are here with you now, that watch over you, that guide you when it's divine, that send you love, that pray for you. There's so many with you. But the capacity that they have to be helpful, it has to be invited in. You have to invite your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones from the other side. You have to invite them to help, because they, from my understanding, are not allowed to step over that boundary that God has created for us as free will, creative spirits. We are in charge of a lot for ourselves. We get to make the decisions. We have the hard lessons to learn. We have the stumbling blocks that we keep tripping over and over and over. But there's help there that is untapped potentially for you and asking for your angels, your spirit guides, your power animals. There's even an elemental realm. There's so much that you could ask for help by opening up a simple dialogue. I um I tend to talk mostly to my angels, and I don't know. I think everybody, see what feels right for you. Everybody has different interests and different um, kind of things that pull at them to engage with. But I angels are very high vibrational. They have never incarnated as humans. Spirit guides have been human. So that's a nice, nice point of reference that they have in being somebody that offers spiritual support for you. Um, Animal guides, I don't know how I would really describe that. It's just like animal characteristic energy that just like can come in and like be a support. Um, I used to have two tigers that I would see spiritually, and one was a Bengal tiger and one was a white tiger. And the white one was Lualeo, and the Bengal was Molar, something like that. And I don't know, I would just see them and be like, oh, my tigers, my yin and yang tigers, my heaven and earth tigers, they're like in my energy field. And I had a bear too. I had several bears, and that energy when it came in just felt like super protective, like mama bear energy. Um, yeah. So they can be symbols and signs and supports, and what they hold in the animal kingdom is also the spiritual kingdom. And crystals are like a whole nother level of themselves because they they have so much energy and the color that they are, and they store energy. I mean, really, crystals are, there's so much untapped potential there. We use them for things like electronics and laser therapy and um, whatnot. Like they're just, yeah, like as human beings, they are used in scientific ways, but metaphysically, the energy, the spiritual support that crystals can give is also something to 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 research, to do a little bit of digging into. Um, yeah. So why I wanted to talk about this, why it came up for me today, it actually came up for me a couple weeks ago when I was up north. I was feeling there's a cool rock shop up north, and I was feeling like I wanted to go to that rock shop with my daughter. My son wasn't up there with us, but he's been a rock shop before with me too, and I wanted to go and find a new deck of cards. I just felt like a little bit of a pull, a nudge. So we went in, we looked around, and I found a beautiful angel card deck that I decided to buy. And that day I was like, I need to record meditation on spiritual support and share that and pull a card. Well, time was on and I didn't. So now today, this morning, as I was waking up, I was snoozing. I probably snoozed like 5 times, which is a lot. It's a big waste of time. I need to change that habit that I have. But in between being awake and asleep, my consciousness was like fluid. And it was just, yeah, it was neither here nor there. It was just like softly in between. And right as I was waking up to stay awake, I heard very distinct words in my mind, in my head, speaking to me. And what they said was, be light. I will not let you fall, and I will not drop you. And when I heard those words, I was like, oh, wow, that was cool. And immediately I felt like it was an angel, my angel, one of my angels, just giving me a little nudge to be light in how I'm carrying myself, to not be so heavy, not be so mental focused and like contracted and, getting stuff done, but just to be light and a little bit more like, yeah, the image I keep getting is like on an inner tube and just like whoosh, floating along with life. Like the wave's gonna come and just carry me, and that's my spiritual support. They are the wave of energy. That is your spiritual support. That they can be the wave of energy that can carry you sometimes in unseen energetic ways that support how you're doing in your life and how things are impacting you and how you're moving through things that are challenging. So that was spontaneous, getting that message, and I loved it. I loved it. And I want to comment too that I have really been trying to make a point every night to pray and ask God to give me relationship angels and career angels, because those are the two areas that I am wanting to have some development in. So I feel like potentially that was a reply back to me asking for help and saying, God, please give me relationship angels. Angels, I invite you in to help me with relationship. God, please give me career angels. Angels, I invite you to help me with my development of my career. What is it that you want? What is it that you want? I want you to think of it right now. And I want you to ask God to give you the angels to support you in it. And now I want you to invite those angels to help you. And with that, we're going to actually close our eyes. Taking a nice, deep, relaxing breath. Relax your body and relax your mind. You have just engaged with your divine angel helpers, the support that God has created to be there for all living human beings. You have opened that door. And now I want to invite you to look into that door. And how you're going to do that is you're going to ask for your angel who is helping you to give you a sign in your mind. See if there's an image that pops into your mind. Angel, what is a sign for me from you? Repeat that. Angel, what is a sign for me from you? And watch what shows up. the symbol that you were given, anytime you see that in the physical world, I want you to remember that that is your angel flashing a wink at you, letting you know they are here with you, and that their support is here for you. Now I invite you to feel in your heart. Drop your attention into the center of your chest and your heart center, and just rest it there in that space. Now ask your angel, repeat after me, Angel, will you show me how it feels to have your support in my life? Feel how it feels in that space of paying attention to how you feel in your heart center, and that gentle communication from your angel to you, showing you what it feels like for your angel to be a support in your life. And now we're going to thank our angels, give them some gratitude from our heart to theirs. Angel, thank you for your spiritual support. I love you. And feel that. Your angel is so devoted to you. They want only the best for you, and they want to work for you, to help you, to support you. And in connecting with them and talking to them, they light up. Your angels light up. From sitting around just watching you live through your life in this world, they light up and their wings spread out. And they want nothing more but to be a support to you. That is their life. The angels that are devoted to you, that is their job. So you can ask them by repeating it after me again. Angels, I invite you to help me every day of my life in positive ways that help me to have peace, love, and joy. And now just bask in the energy that is being sent to you right now from your angels by you just simply asking. Feel it. Your angels are also helping you to be light and carrying so much for you in your life because they love you and are devoted to you. Let's ask one more thing from our angels and then just be receptive to whatever comes up. Picture thoughts in your mind, words that come in, feeling, knowingness. Angels, what do you want me to know about you? Your angels are magnificent, and the spiritual support that they give you is also magnificent. So remember to talk to them and to invite them to help you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I like to connect with angels. I've gone spans of time where I don't, but they're really high vibrational. They're like God's energy is supreme, and the angels is, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong chit chatting with an angel, like with spirit guides and stuff. there are earthbound spirits, ghosts. So the difference between a spirit and a ghost is that a spirit has crossed over into heaven. This is probably just my definition. Like a spirit that has crossed over into heaven, they are a higher vibration than a ghost. That's a real thing. But me calling them spirits, like there's probably, some earthbound spirits and whatnot. Um, but what I'm talking about is spirits like loved ones who have crossed over into heaven. They are high vibrational. And so communicating, connecting with them, that's going to raise your vibration because it brings in a higher vibration for you. Ghosts, they are low vibrational. They are earthbound spirits. So they're heavier naturally. The energy they carry is heavier and they need a light source. So they can feed off of our energy, which can drag us down too. So ghosts aren't necessarily, bad, but they can just be a heavy energy. So you wouldn't really want to make friends and be asking for spiritual support from a ghost. And that can be a little bit gray of, am I talking to a ghost or am I talking to a high vibrational spirit? Angels, there's no question. Like you're calling in angels, they are of God, of a high vibrational quality. I think that's kind of my preference. And this is fun. So when I first started doing all this jazz, um, I one of the first things I started to experience was seeing sparkles, like random little bloop, like a sparkle would show up, like a blip on the map, like a dot lighten up on like a colored, like a radar map or whatever. Like it's just bloop, um, like a white sparkle, and those are angels. If you happen to start seeing, oh my god, I just saw one. Oh, that's so beautiful. It was big. It was like right here, and it was pretty big, like probably that big. And then it was like a yellowy white. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. So if you start seeing blips of light just flash, it's just gone. Quick like that. Those are angels. And then when you see them, they're sparkles and they move all around. That's more elemental energy. Elementals are like fairies, gnomes, leprechauns, different stuff like that. They're a denser energy because they're more earthbound spirits that you can have communication and connection with. Yeah, angels are my preference. So I don't know. I think I feel like I trust it a little bit more. I don't want to get misled spiritually, right? That's just me. Other people follow what feels right to you. But I want to pull a card to end this time. And I'm just praying that God blesses these cards and the reading the message that we will get from them about angels in our life. And I think that's my question. Just God, what do you want us to know about our angels in our life? There it goes. Flipped. Oh. It says release. Let go and focus on what is positive and uplifting. Oh, I love it. Okay. So what that says to me, like asking God, like God give us the card to tell us, what he wants us to know about our angels in our life, is that they're here to help us release our burdens, just like what my message was this morning, to be light. They are here to lighten us, to help us to be light, like our light emitting out, and to be light as in more buoyant, so we're not weighted down. Two meanings there. The angels are here from God to help us be light and release heaviness, release our burdens, release negativity. And the other message that it says, let go and focus on what is positive and uplifting. So that's what they can let us do when we when we ask for help from our angels. They are the help to us to lift us up, to have more positivity. And I am going to find what it says in the little book and read that. Release. Okay, so in the book for the deck, it says compassion dissolves anger and humiliation. Compassion dissolves anger and humiliation. Interesting. So anger, humiliation, those are heavier things. Compassion, lighter. When we meditate and pray on releasing these emotions, we no longer give the situation power over our thoughts, our actions, our health, and our lives. When you start dwelling on how things should be or could have been, you replay past mistakes and allow feelings of regret to take over. Focus your mental and emotional energy on what you can control and let go of things you can't. Express yourself through exercise, a creative hobby, or journaling about your feelings. Cry it out as the releasing of tension, and the practice of accepting and letting go brings in the opportunity to feel peace. This creates a happiness and peace that bitterness never can. The angel message: when you let go and release your troubles, you will be guided towards peace. That wraps it all up. Ask your angels to help you, to support you. They want to guide you towards peace. May you live your heart.